Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Reactor and this is Quinn, and today's article is called Washington Supreme Court Tosses Out State's Death Penalty. So they're getting rid of the death penalty. Oh, it's also from AP News, but...
Somebody's relieved about that,
yeah.
probably.
Oh God, yeah, you're right.
Somebody, maybe a few people, they're like, oh, it was supposed to be tomorrow.
Glad I kept postponing that, asking for time.
Right.
Some people have been on death penalty for or on death row for 18 years, you know?
Yeah, I was kind of wondering how that affects somebody's, how it affects your, if you're on death row and they get rid of the death penalty, what happens to the people, you know?
They have to let them go.
Just let them out.
I don't think it works like that, but... Yeah. Real quick, in Japan, I know when you're on death row in Japan, they keep you in a cell and you don't know when you're going to die. If you survive past noon, today's not the day. That's fucked up, right?
Yeah,
they don't tell the prisoners when they're going to die. Like, oh my God, that's hell. That's literally hell.
Yeah, that is the worst punishment.
Prisoner at the extreme sense, waiting to die. Let's get into the article, though. Washington State's Supreme Court ruled Thursday that the death penalty, as applied, violates its constitution. It's awesome. It's
great.
I hate the death penalty so much. I think it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's counterproductive.
Yeah,
in so many ways.
You're not punishing anyone by letting them leave, you know?
Right.
And also, there are innocent people on death row, and that has to be the worst kind of hell, you know?
Even though some people try to get to death row because it's like a respect thing. I don't know. It's like if you get to death row, you made it to the top of the prison
predators
structure.
You're yeah. The ruling Thursday makes Washington the latest state to do away with capital punishment. The court was unanimous in its order that the 8 people currently on death row have their sentences converted to life in prison. So there's only 8 people, and there won't be any more. 5 justices said the death penalty is invalid because it is imposed in an arbitrary and racially biased manner. Huh.
Okay.
Given the manner in which it is imposed, the death penalty also fails to serve any legitimate penological goals, the justices wrote. Yeah, it's I don't know. You're just trying to get rid of people. Because, and you're never even positive they committed the crime. Even if they commit, or if they confess,
right.
Even then, there could be innocent people confessing for some other reason.
Certainly.
Yeah. 4 other justices, in a concurrence, wrote that while they agreed with the majority's conclusion and invalidation of the death penalty, additional state constitutional principles compel this result. Governor Jay Inslee, a one-time supporter of capital punishment, one-time supporter? Oh yeah, I did like it once. I tried it.
I was mad that one week.
Yeah, had imposed a moratorium on the death penalty in 2014, saying that no executions would take place while he's in office. That's awesome. It's awesome.
Right.
I get that the death penalty is for the worst of the worst, but the fact that innocent people get caught up in it, that it doesn't work. Right. One innocent person's too much. In a written statement, Inslee called the ruling a hugely important moment in our pursuit for equal and fair application of justice. The court makes it perfectly clear that that capital punishment in our state has been imposed in an arbitrary and racially biased manner, is unequally applied, and serves no criminal justice goal, Inslee wrote. The ruling was in the case of Alan Eugene Gregory, who was convicted of raping, robbing, and killing Janine Harshfield, a 43-year-old woman, in 1996. His lawyer said the death penalty is arbitrarily applied and that it is not applied proportionally as the state constitution requires. Oh, so it says in their constitution they can't be biased, but they're finding bias, so they have to get rid of it. Yeah.
Right, right.
In its ruling Thursday, the High Court did not reconsider any of Gregory's arguments pertaining to guilty, noting that his conviction for aggravated first-degree murder has already been appealed and affirmed by this court.
So he's...
yeah. So there's 8 people.
He's lucky, right?
I mean, yeah, I would say, unless he wanted to die. But, if you're in prison, you can commit suicide, right? You find a way.
I've heard from people that have been to prisons, state and federal, that the difference between both is there's just very huge differences. State prisons more crowded, less options for inmates to develop, and the whole point of the penal system is so you can rehabilitate back into society. Unfortunately, the state prisons that I heard about have seemed like it's the exact opposite of that. It's overcrowded.
They have
it's
money
violent.
and they're trying to lock everyone they can up because that's where they get more money.
Right.
The more prisoners.
And like I've had friends who have told me about their times in federal prison, which seemed a lot different. There were actually like rec room.
It's called a work camp.
Activities.
They're called federal work camps. They're not really called prisons or correctional facilities, as far as I know. It's just a work camp, and it's like it's a country club.
Oh, yeah.
If you're non-violent and you commit a felony, like white collar crimes, you rob a bunch of rich
so
people.
really, just be careful what crimes you commit, because if you commit a certain crime, it could end you up at more of a country club type of prison than a really terrible prison.
If you scam someone out of $100,000, you go to the country club. If you arm rob them,
probably go to the bad place.
Yeah, you go to the one you don't want to go to.
Right.
And then if you're in the violent side, it's like you have to worry about joining a gang. Like, I've heard of people having to join gangs. You have to.
Oh, really?
For sometimes. Depending on the situation, I suppose, but people have had to join gangs, and I don't know, it's just, and then you get into a fight, and your sentence gets increased because you fought back. Like, what are you supposed to do, man?
Right.
This is hell.
Right.
It's fucking bullshit.
There's probably places where they like pay inmates to fight each other.
I've heard.
Like at night in some underground fighting ring,
I was just reading something about some prison where the inmates claimed that they were doing that, but it was like in the 90s.
There's a lot of movies about that. I feel like I'm just thinking about one of those.
Yeah. No,
it's probably more common than you'd think, though. I mean, things probably do get pretty boring sometimes. And they're like, fight, let's go. Get paid for it.
Yeah, I guess.
If you could make $100,000.
Like a boxing ring?
Yeah,
well, you could have
like
a boxing club, I suppose.
Boxing.
No, it doesn't have to be underground. You could probably have a boxing club in a prison.
Yeah.
You could probably have a book reading club, too.
I mean,
well,
MMA would be like pushing it to the limit. Like,
I don't think they
doing that.
Yeah, I don't think they have boxing. There's no fighting. You don't want to incite. You don't want to make them practice getting into a fight.
You definitely wouldn't want to just leave a big open circle and throw weapons into it and be like, go.
Whoever lives gets to leave.
2 men enter. You got this.
Yeah, so that was a short article.
Well, I did want to say that lucky people, it's your lucky day. They're getting off of death row. So all the death row people are, what, you said they're going to be let free, right?
No.
You were just joking.
Life in prison, it said. They wouldn't let them free.
Yeah, that's too bad.
But, I mean, sometimes the death penalty can be beneficial for prisoners because...
How's that?
I think I heard about one prison that was saving money by claiming they killed the people, and they were really just sending them off, letting them go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, here's your new identity.
Because like $100,000 per execution or something.
Wow.
Or it's like a lot of money, so they were saving money by just saying like, all right, get out of here.
Like, here's your new name. We bought you a property. Don't ever
it cost
tell
them
anyone
$2,000.
this.
They saved $98,000.
Who could keep their mouth shut about something like that? Not everybody. Somebody's,
Yeah,
people are going to tell their friends, like, well, how'd you get this? Oh,
are they going to go back home? No.
No, I mean, you'd
I
have
feel
to
like
move
the prison would have
somewhere
to kill
new.
their family so they don't go back.
Or like brainwash them in a way that they would never remember who they were before that.
Yeah.
Like you have to agree to our reconditioning program, but we'll buy you a double wide and 5 acres.
Instead of executing you, we're going to lock you in a small room with a projector that plays Teletubbies nonstop until you believe you're a Teletubby, and it will happen.
Or whatever we want.
If we play, if we play it long enough, you'll believe it.
You'll be the one person who's never agreed they weren't the person that they were before they got here. Does that make sense? I don't even know.
If it were me, I would just pretend like, oh yeah, I'm a Teletubby, dude.
Yeah. Give me the double wide and the 5 acres. Whatever.
You don't have to worry about me. I don't know. This was short. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No.
Yeah, that's all I had to say. Well, I mean, I'll say it again. The death penalty is evil because it sucks innocent people up in it. Like, yeah, sure, it's great. Oh, you're getting rid of these murderers, but murderers shouldn't just get off that easy,
I mean, some people have tried pretty hard to get to death row.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
It's a big thing. Like, getting to death row is like winning a Major League Baseball pennant to some people.
Dude. I guarantee no one's proud. I don't know, man. I mean, some crazy people, they just want to be the baddest.
Well, also, it's better.
Live my life beating people up.
It's better living conditions, though.
Oh, yeah?
In that area of it. Yeah, I'm pretty
maybe.
sure. Like, that's why they want to get there. It's like a penthouse. sort of, for people that
fuck
don't go
that,
in there
though.
with money already.
And then I don't know, but yeah, this,
Yeah.
let's end the video, I guess.
Yeah,
Right?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's it for the video. Let us know what you would do, and like the video and stuff, and yeah, just leave comments, whatever. See you guys in the next one.